Hey Rhinos, Dr. FJ, Rhino University number 17. Let's go. We're getting there. Thot inventory. Thot spelled that way out of respect for one of my heroes, BJ Palmer. There was this little hallway, and they're taking down so many of BJ's epigrams, and I wish they wouldn't. They took down God. Innate is God in man. It's like, that's too offensive. Some people don't believe it. It's okay. It's okay to disagree. He also had this wonderful poster up. And he's got a cigar, and it's filled with smoke, and he's laughing, and I say my only vice, some say my only virtue. And it showed that, he was this intense, tough guy, and he had to be. To get chiropractic, to go up against the AMA, and these overwhelming forces that want to hold him down and hold chiropractic down, he had to be that way. But up at 4 a.m., going till 9 p.m., 7 days a week, no wonder he didn't live to 80 or 90. It was just such an intense, so much stress. But he had this, I love those things. It just showed his sense of humor. In the urinal, he used to have, don't take yourself too damn seriously. It's just good stuff. You gotta love it. But in this little hallway, he had marketing. They'll sit on a line of bed that they bought because of marketing, with shoes they got because of marketing, with pants they got because of marketing, and cereal they got because of marketing, and make fun of marketing or say marketing's pointless. And he was one of the first people that I really kind of showed me how important marketing is, how powerful it was. And that's where he created his incredible, incredible wealth, is his desire to get the message out of chiropractic. So you got to market, right? And they wouldn't let him market in the magazine because chiropractic was witch doctory, so they wouldn't let him. So he created his own printing press. Think about this man's desire and his just unstoppable will and courage that you won't let me find. Instead of blaming, making excuses, oh, poor me, it's holding me down, I'm this low-life chiropractor, and you screw you. He just said, fine, I'll make my own. And he did, and it worked. And then he went on to these radio stations with the whole idea of the marketing of chiropractic. Just a wonderful, wonderful guy. And I know he probably wasn't the most fun guy to have as your father, but sometimes you need those people, right, that just dedicate their lives to this task, this endeavor, at the expense sometime of their relationship with their children. And but we're all here because of him. We all owe him a debt of gratitude, every chiropractor out there. So long offshoot, really, that has no application to the lesson of the day. But I want you to do a thought inventory, okay? To just, as you're going through your day, just be aware of the thoughts going on in your mind, and how many are productive, positive, building, growing, nurturing, saying, yes, you can. Okay, that wasn't your best, but we can do better. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How many are, coaching you up, cheerleading you up, pushing you on, like, come on, F, let's go get this day. And then how many are beating you down, and they're counterproductive? You're just not good enough. You're not your father. You're never going to be that big. You're not really your town. There's a lot of chiropractors, and there's no insurance anymore. And why are we even doing this? What's the point? Everyone's going to think it was just given to you anyway, so why put in the work? And, your wife's way smarter than you. What are you doing? So why? What? Look at, just be aware. Start to take inventory of the thoughts, and that's why we're so big on meditation and affirmations. Is to quiet the mind and then just program that internal dialogue. It doesn't mean you don't have doubts. It just means they don't paralyze you, and they're not there all the time. I've heard that people have 60,000 thoughts in a day, and I don't know how you measure that, but it doesn't matter. We have a lot, and how many are positive versus how many are negative. And watch, when you get tired, you get negative. And that's why the rest, the exercise, the good nutrition, getting adjusted, getting checked is so important to keep that energy high, because then you're going to be able to stay more positive, and you're going to have more mental toughness, and you're going to be able to take on so much more and take that practice to the next level much faster. But start with a thought inventory. Just be aware of the thoughts you're having and how many are building you up versus tearing you down. The world, you're going to get 1-star reviews. You're going to get nasty comments and emails, especially now. And someone has to be really mad or really aggressive to call and be super angry or think they got really screwed. So if you're running a great business, an angry phone call, very rare. If you're transparent, you're upfront, you're doing great work, you're really caring about people, very rare. Very easy to send an email like, oh, you suck. Well, they would never say that to your face. They never call you, but just email, blah, 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 to a computer. And then you never see them again. Easy. So you're going to get a lot more negativity than you ever got 25, 30 years ago. I got 1-star reviews. So I had to get super clear with my marketing so they knew what they were going to get when they come in. So they didn't come in, they're expecting a Gonstead, and I do Nuka, and they're like, I remember one guy walking out like, what? And I go, oh no. And day 2 later, 1-star review. So I had to get better with my marketing and communication. So it was a lesson. My practice is still there. It's not the end of the world. Let's just move on. But take a thought inventory of where your thinking is at. Is it all in the past? Is it all in the future? How long are you present there, doing the consult, doing the ROF, giving the adjustment, doing the table talk, the re-exam, the progress report, the public talk? Are you there? Your team meeting, or are you thinking, oh, I'm gonna leave and they're gonna talk about me, and like, oh gosh, Dr. FJ, really? We're gonna do team training again? It's like you can drive yourself nuts. So start taking a thought inventory and then start rebuilding that internal dialogue. Doesn't mean you never have a negative thought. Doesn't mean you aren't hard on yourself from time to time. But most of the time you're building yourself up. Most of the time you say, yes, you can. Why can't you be a millionaire? Why can't you help thousands and thousands of people? Why not you? Why not now? Why not here be the moment that you take your life to the next level? Why not now? And let's go. But it starts with being aware of where you're at and where your thinking's at. Because you can't change the world until you change yourself. And when you change yourself, the world changes. You start seeing opportunity where you used to see just a big old challenge. But it all starts right between the ears. So start with a thought inventory. Dr. FJ, keep charging.